Professor James Moriarty is a fictional character in Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories, known as the arch-nemesis of Holmes. Moriarty is often portrayed as a highly intelligent and sophisticated criminal mastermind, who uses his vast knowledge and cunning to commit complex and elaborate crimes. Moriarty's thinking can be described as highly analytical, strategic, and calculated. He has a remarkable ability to anticipate the moves of his opponents, and his planning often involves careful consideration of every possible outcome. Moriarty's approach to crime is not simply to gain personal wealth or power, but rather to achieve a sense of intellectual superiority over his adversaries. In the stories, Moriarty is portrayed as a professor of mathematics and a respected member of society. This intellectual background is reflected in his criminal activities, which often involve complex schemes and mathematical puzzles. Moriarty sees himself as a superior intellect, and he takes great pride in his ability to outsmart his opponents. Despite his intelligence and strategic thinking, Moriarty is ultimately undone by his arrogance and overconfidence. In The Final Problem, Holmes describes Moriarty as the Napoleon of crime, but he also notes that Moriarty's great powers, his masterly manner, and the experience which I had had of his many extraordinary qualities all made me conscious of the fact that if he was in the city, it would be an error to ignore him. Overall, Moriarty's thinking can be characterized as highly analytical, strategic, and calculated. He is driven by a desire for intellectual superiority and takes great pride in his ability to outsmart his opponents. However, his arrogance and overconfidence ultimately lead to his downfall.